We walk hand in hand, we dream together. We giggle and laugh like kids forever. We're two different people, but we're having fun. We talk about anything under the sun. We are sisters, we are friends. We've got magic that never ends. I got you, sis, you got me, the best of friends we'll always, always be. We always have fun being together. You know me the best, we're friends forever. Through good times and bad, I'm here for you, sis. Right by your side, hit or miss. We are sisters, we are friends. Got magic that never ends. I got you, sis, you got me. The best of friends, the best of friends, the best of friends we'll always, always be. We are sisters, we are sisters.
Good morning, sis! Pag-uusapan po natin ngayon ay mga independent women.
That's right!
Na, ikaw ay bagong independent woman.
Hindi ako expert. Bago
ka pa
pa lang,
expert.
nag-uumpisa lang, syempre.
Getting to know the independence.
Exploring.
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 Sige nga, i-define mo kung anong independent woman.
Independent woman is a woman who takes care of herself. Tawag dito, you go wherever you want to. You make decisions on your own na hindi ka humihingi ng, hindi ka nagungonsulta sa kung sino-sino. Diba? And you take care of your soul, your spirit.
Eto na po. Ang mga guests natin today ay mga independent women para sa iba-ibang dahilan na ating aalamin. Chichismisan tayo, makikipag-chismisan tayo sa kanilang
The
mga
joys
kaligayahan.
and pains of being single, yung mahirap nga ba?
At kahit na ikaw,
Kahit naman hindi na kayo independent, kagaya ni Jelly na
Oo.
may asawa na siya, pwede pa rin kayo maging independent.
of course,
Diba?
dapat
May
pa rin kayo maging
matututunan
independent.
pa rin. Magaganda, syempre, matatalino.
At malalakas.
Malalakas ang loob ng mga kababaihang guests namin.
Kaya 60 minuto yan ang balitaktakan today. Dito lang sa SiS!
Payag ako kung nasa tamang gulang na siya at kaya niya ng buhayin ng kanyang sarili.
Okay lang hanggat kaya ko ang aking sariling maging independent.
For me naman kasi, I've been living alone since I was in college. Siguro, swerte na rin ako ng parents mo. Parang they understood na medyo may sapat ka free spirited nga ako tsaka independent. So, sa atin kasi, kultura natin, hindi siya masyado on being independent before. Pero I think it should be encouraged sa mga bata. Para kahit pa paano, matuto sila kung paano mamuhay ng isa, maging mas responsable sila, and at the same time, para hindi siguro sila masyadong umaasa sa mga magulang nila.
Ano na ako kasi sa buhay ngayon, mahirap na yung maging independent ka sa iba. So dapat natuto ka talaga ng independent para mabuhay ka.
Always be. We are sisters, we are sisters. We are sisters, we are sisters.
So anyway, totoo po, puro mga independent women ang aming kasama today. Siyempre, let's start. Writer, broadcaster, Dali Ann Carvajal. Hello, so good to be here. Yes, actually, kumari ko yan. Oo, ang dahil ko ng utang.
I've been living alone for 1.5 years now and loving every minute of it.
1.5 years lang?
Yeah, 1.5 years.
Next,
Okay, next.
actress, writer Jackie Castillejo.
Hey!
Kahit kasi how long I've been, I lived alone for about 15 years.
Wow!
Yeah, but now I live with my parents.
Bakit mo balik?
Yeah, I'm starting to grow up now, so it's
Of course, beauty queen, model, and actress Georgina Sandico.
I started living alone when I started working at the age of 18, started modeling. And because at that time, my parents still sending me to school, then I asked them to stop giving me money because I'm earning already. At the time, ayun, I moved out, then ayun, may sarili na akong place.
Okay. Film, TV, and theater artist Pinky Amador.
Good morning. I moved out when I was 19. I won't say how long ago
Okay,
that was.
but it was some time ago before.
Some time ago. Some lifetime ago. Pero wala nang 19.
Okay, first and foremost question for Dali Ann. Ano ang masasabi mo sa show namin?
Ayun na. Teka.
Naku, Dali Dali-dalian.
It has a fighting chance. Sabi ko, it takes a while to form a habit, di ba? And I'm happy that somehow, the rating, hindi na nagkakalayo. Uy. Dahil I'm not in mutual friends.
Totoo yan.
Naman tayo pa, kumare. What are kumares ko?
Correct.
Napinawisan ako doon.
Question lang yun. Okay, Pinky, what is it to be independent? What is independence to you first? What is being an independent woman? Ang ibig ba sabihin nun, independent ka sa asawa, independent ka sa boyfriend, independent ka sa mama and papa, o gano'n?
Ano, independent ka sa sarili mo, whether you're a man or a woman. And I think you get independence by self-confidence, may self-respect ka, alam mo na kung sino ka, kung anong makakapagpaligaya sa'yo, gano'n. O, diba? Parang, kagalang-galang ang mga
Galang-galang sana. Georgina, bata pa lang, parang bata pa lang kayo, trained na ba kayo to be independent? Kasi at the age of how old?
No, kasi
18,
bata,
sabi mo kanina?
18 I moved out na. Kasi before that, nung mga bata pa kami, lumaki kami sa mga yaya na eh. So, tapos I usually hang out with my brothers and sisters. So, bata pa lang kami, kanya-kanya na. Kahit sa mga turo sa eskwela, we don't ask from our parents, sa mga kapatid lang. Kahit nga, I never remembered a chance that my parents attended a PTA school meeting sa school namin. Never. So, solo-solo kami
So,
pagdating sa
bata pa
bahay.
lang, independent ka na.
Yeah, bata
Kayong
pa lang.
magkakapatid,
Kami
actually.
magkakapatid. Yes.
Jackie, you said you're moving back to your parents'
No,
house.
I have moved back.
Oh, why after 14 years?
Well, because I went abroad to study. I was on an athletic scholarship, so it was a dream, you know. So I had to stay in the dorm. So I can't bring my parents, you know what I'm saying. And then after that, I wanted to pursue other things, so I continued to stay. Then I realized, you know,
miss mong parents.
I think family is very important, and I didn't want to come home when my parents are sick, like many people do. So I said, I'm gonna move back. And my parents said, if you want to get your own place, we'll respect that. But I think with me, aside from the fact that I save on rent, aside from that fact, it's a nice time for me to, now I'm the only one living with them because all my sisters got married.
Married na sila.
That's right. So it's like I'm spoiled now. Wow. You know, and I'm like the apple of their eye, and I've been away so long, and it's nice to bond with them, and
It's your opportunity to bond with
yes,
your
and I'm really enjoying it, to tell you the truth. Of course, I get it for matangji go home, matangji go, but you know, I just let it go in and out.
Oo naman, concern lang naman yun.
Concern lang It's all
yan.
about it.
Bakit di ka nag-asawa?
Saan?
Did you ever get married?
Oh no, I've never been married.
Yeah, okay. So
You're
why?
wise, ah.
Was it a choice?
Right now, it's a choice because I feel like I haven't met the right man. You know.
Right man, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm looking
Hindi
for
bagay sa'yo
the.
galing yun.
Yeah.
Yung wise na yun. Sa akin galing
Oo
dapat
nga.
yun.
Sige na nga.
I tend to be a little bit of a Cinderella. I want the whole package, you know.
Ah, talaga?
Dapat naman eh.
In my older age, I've become really picky.
Well,
Maybe
should have been
that's
picky from the
better.
start.
I wasn't. You're so right.
Quality control, hindi na birth control.
She said it. I wasn't in the
Dalian,
beginning.
sige, ikaw naman. 1.5 years ka palang living alone. Hindi mo ba nabimiss ang family?
Irony, parang you have to be apart to see what you had together. And my mom and I have never been closer. Kasi minsan when you're under one roof,
granted.
yeah, you take for granted. Or
Totoo
you get
yan.
into each other's nerves, di ba? Yung parang, or naging shock absorber kayo. But now, weekends lang, then mas
Mas sabik kayo ngayon makita,
Yeah.
tapos super bonding when you see each other.
Di ba? Kasi nagpapamiss kayo sa isa't isa.
Siyempre, when you're living alone, ang daming kailangang matutunan.
Oo,
I'm sure,
correct.
magluto. I'm sure all of you know how to cook.
Linis.
Maglaba.
Yeah. Well, the washer and dryer.
Linis. You all drive?
Yeah.
So you have your own
Except
car?
our princess here.
I'm born to be driven.
So syempre, pag nagda-drive kayo, dapat alam nyo rin mag-fix ng flat tire.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not really. Like, excuse me. I know
What do we charge? Cellphone. What's a cellphone for? Hello, baka pwede mo naman akong tulungan. Ayusin yung dulo ng kotse.
Diyan nag-uumpisa.
Correct. O, tulak please, tulak. Kaya please, marunong ka. Eh, paano pag nasisira yung car mo at hindi lang siya basta flat tire?
There was a time, syempre, gagamitin mo yung ganda mo doon, di ba?
Beauty! Correct!
Meron marami nung hinto niyan eh.
It pays to be a woman.
It does.
Pays to be a
Beauty
woman.
queen eh.
Beauty
You
queen
search
pa ba
for
naman ang gumagano? Ay, matataranta ka talaga. Babubong.
Pero once pa lang yung nangyari sa akin yun eh. Once pa lang. I don't know what happened. Parang nag-overheat something. Tapos kulang, wala lang pala akong tubig. That's it.
Mag-overheat
Tapos-
din yung mga lalaki pag siyang...
Ay, okay. Bibigyan mo rin sila ng water.
Paano ang plumbing? Kung may nasira, may nag-leak sa bahay, paano yan? Washer lang naman yun, di ba? Yung ano, parang rubber na washer.
Yung rubber niya,
Oh,
nakaan.
Diba?
Eh, sa sink, kailangan mo ng sink sa banyo, sa ano.
Eh, di, lagyan mo ng silang. Okay.
That's right.
Eh, may papuntak na fuse.
Ang ginagawa ng kaming bahay.
Actually, swerte mo pag nasa condo ka kasi may gagawa ka.
I stay in a
Pa,
condo.
you know what's the best way? Bring out the yellow pages. Electrician! Hello,
Carpentry. Kailangan mo magsabit ng frame.
I do that.
Kailangan
Ay,
isip mo,
alam
madali
ko.
lang yun.
Oo.
Madali lang yun. Kasi aesthetic naman eh.
Yeah.
Sa bagay.
So, lahat covered, ah?
So, medyo is the house cleaner without boys?
Yes.
Of course.
Oh, absolutely.
Of course. Plenty of room in the cabinet.
No, plenty of room in the floor kasi na picking up the mga canzoncillos.
There's just plenty of room, period.
Room. In every sense of the word, there's room. You can breathe.
What do you know now na hindi nyo malalaman kung hindi kayo naging independent?
Paggastos.
Budgeting?
Budgeting, yeah. To be financially stable on your own, mahirap pala. At first, there was a time na, if you're living alone, minsan may PA nga, may yaya ako, pero hindi ko na mautusan kasi most of the time kasama ko yaya pag may work. So, minsan napuputulan ako ng kuryente.
No kidding, nangyari
Yeah,
sa'yo?
nangyari din sa akin ilang beses talaga. Napuputulan ako ng kuryente because I do everything. I pay my own bill. I really go to the
You're
office
the one
and pay.
who really goes and pays si Pila.
But you didn't have the time lang.
Wala lang time,
Na-overlook
pero
mo.
there's a time talaga na minsan segue ka ng mga tapings, di ba? One week straight wala ka sa bahay. Pagdating mo walang kuryente. Minsan may noted na putulan na po kayo. Yun na yun. Hahasal and I really have to crash sa bahay pa ng friend ko. Nangyari din yan sa akin.
Ano kayo? Ikaw?
Mga ganon. Hindi naman siya ganon kagrabe. Pero what did I learn? What to do with my time for myself. Na habang wala yung mga ibang taong nakaka-istorbo or taong nakakapagbigay ligaya din naman, what to do with myself. Paano yung importante sa akin? What makes me happy? Kung ano yung hilig ko at that time. Kung, alam mo, trip na trip ko para talagang manood ng sine gabi-gabi.
So, lahat ng klaseng sine, pinapanood
Yes,
mo?
did, which is what I like doing now. Although I'm with someone now. Pero, so yun, what to do with yourself, how to make yourself happy.
Are you dependent from him?
Oo naman.
But Dali.
What I learned?
Salamat.
I don't need that emotional crutch well, after all. With a U and an O, na crutch. So, yun. You can be alone din pala and not be lonely. I know it sounds like a cliche, pero when you reach that point na, kahit mag-isa, parang yung loneliness, after a while, it becomes freedom pala. Kala mo lang lonely
Sa
ka.
umpisa lang yun.
Jackie.
Me, I learned how strong I can be. I thought, before I come up very weak, you know?
Weak emotionally?
Yeah, like I didn't really know that I'm a beautiful person. Because when I'm in love, all my attention, like
Na-validate ka.
Dali and like Pinky,
Nako, talagang
we were
example.
talking kasi upstairs, I tend to have all my attention focused to the man I love. So I don't
Janice can
realize.
relate.
And it's always like, I always say, basta I'll be good for him. I don't realize that. Why does he love me? I never realized because I'm always the one I'm a giver.
Piniplease mo siya.
Exactly. Now I realize I have a lot of nice things, assets pala.
Hindi ka na kailangan may
Right
effort.
on.
Ando na yun.
I didn't realize it.
Pero ito
Delayed
sabi
reaction.
nila, wild daw at puro party lang ang inaatupag ng mga independent women. Totoo ba yan? Alamin nga natin, pag nagbalik ang sis. Ano ang masasabi mo sa show namin?
Ayun na. Sabi ko, it takes a while to form a habit, di ba? And I'm happy that somehow, the rating, hindi na nagkakalayo.
We are sisters. We are sisters. We are sisters. We are sisters.
Welcome to my loony bin.
I'm rockin', I thought, 'cause I depend on me. If I wanted to watch 'em wear
independent women, tatanungin ko sa inyo, masaya ba maging independent?
Walang tatalo. The feeling of parang, it gives you more power.
It's liberating.
Even in, and also especially emotional independence. Kasi you can be financially independent, but you're still attached or yung parang wala ka ng excess baggage.
But Dali, I noticed that when you are financially independent, that's when it follows.
Yeah.
You can be more emotionally independent and socially independent.
Correct. So step by step, it
I
really
think
all
it
falls into
No more
one
codependent
bag.
relationships.
Since,
Yeah.
George, the fun part, we're on our 30s. I'm safe to assume, no? Or maybe...
No. Started early.
And since you're making a little money on your own, and then you don't have any big responsibility, it seems like it's so much more fun. Because before, we have to ask money from our parents.
Exactly.
And then we have to ask permission.
Yes.
But now,
Pero
you don't
masarap parang maglambing, di ba, paminsan-minsan.
Huwag mo na paalanan.
Fine. Pero ngayon parang you go where you want, anytime you want.
Without asking.
Do what you want. Do what you want. You're pacing.
And you can pay for your own food, your own drinks.
Yeah.
Which means you don't need to kowtow to any guy that's,
Kailangan magano.
Kailangan mo ng walk. So what do you buy?
beer. We drink
What do you
beer.
mean? Drinks, you mean? Or just
What? What do you buy?
What do you buy?
Wow, oo.
Ano ba siya? Yung luho ito yung luho. Hindi yung nag-ano kayo. Clothes.
Have you always been the independent type? Yung parang bata pa lang.
Or may discovery after how many years?
No, I was very codependent. How about you?
I've always tried to speak my mind since bata pa.
Speak your mind. But then, the dependence, physically independent. Kasi di ba?
Yung need.
You've always lived one
Kasi there are people kasi who really want to be independent. Meaning, meron kang time alone. Gusto mo alone. Tapos yung decision mo, yung lahat ng gagawin mo, ikaw sa'yo galing lahat ng decision.
You're very Greta Garbo.
Exact. Yung mga ganun.
Have you always been the type?
Na,
It's never
hindi,
really-
pag nai-inlove ako, kaya ayoko munang ma-inlove ulit. Dahil pag ganun ang
Nag-iiba.
mundo, oo. Pero, I don't like to sound preachy na, but my born-again Christian family really, it really helped yung to put everything in perspective. Kasi ma-appreciate mo pag dinaanan mo yung wild days, name it. Lahat na siguro ng wild na pwede gawin, I have done it.
And then,
Pero,
so, after
now
a while,
mellow
when you're
na
past
ako.
that,
Pero paganda ko lang tumatanda na actually, mellow, it sounds better, di ba? Parang you can grow old but not grow up, di ba? So, that's better when you're...
do you also believe na ang independent women daw sometimes find it harder to love, to find somebody to love? Kasi sa sobrang
think
enjoy
about
mo
it.
sa independence mo, parang,
Oo.
do I even want this?
Correct ka dyan. Amen to that.
what you deserve. Alam mo na kung anong nararapat sa'yo.
sell yourself short
Kung
na.
marami ka na nadaanan na, alam mo, hindi karapat-dapat yun. Alam mo, warang karapatan si ganyan. Di ba? Di ba the reason na, kumbaga, we grow up is that we learn from these mistakes, di ba? Sana.
Sana.
So when you've gone through some mistakes, some happy, some sad, syempre gusto mo na parang, alam mo, ang nararapat sa akin ganito. Alam mo, masaya pala ako pagka ganito kasama ko. So hanggat hindi mo nakikita yon or may instances na ganun nga siya, pero let's say, geographically, hindi siya dito nakatira, or hindi ka doon nakatira.
Hindi naman ang
Minsan
problema,
lang-
mahirap naman
Oo.
siya doon.
London.
Hindi, may mga ganun, di ba? So, yun. It's not that it's harder to love, you just know what you want.
You're harder to please. Because you're already happy.
Exactly. Happy
You're
ka na.
already content. Me, I forgot na I'm not
But
married.
I would rather naman na I'm harder to please rather than I spent a lot of my life with someone and never learned what would make me happy.
Or harder to please in the
Mahirap
sense that,
yun eh.
You're already happy.
harder to please in the
Mas
sense na
mataas ang
hard on
standards
won't
mo.
do lang. Di ba yung dati kasi puro ganun lang. Puro physical things.
You will enjoy it the most, especially this moment, kasi I just broke up with my boyfriend for like almost 4 years. And I've been independent since I was 18. So, just a couple of months ago, I just really started going out and hang out with my friends again. Lalo na, I have my own place. Everybody just comes and hangs out in my place. Yun,
Ginagawang
no time.
dorm, ginagawa.
Yeah, ginagawang dorm. So, parang everybody, parang high school lang tipo ng
Saya.
It's really over again.
Yeah, di ba?
Sige, ikaw muna.
Okay. I don't know about Georgina, no, but it's safe to assume that all of you have friends who are married.
Ay,
Siyempre, di ba?
Of course naman.
Siyempre, pag nagkukwento kayo, edi siyempre, kahit papano,
meron din sa mga married friends may konting inggit kasi parang you get to do what you want. Hindi kayo kailangan magpaalam.
Actually, baliktad na. Before, it used to be na kung ikaw yung you're not married, out ka dyan. Lahat sila may anak na, may sarili ng bahay. Ito na. Ang mga pinag-uusapan, appliances na. Ikaw,
Anak,
mag-aaral, out ka doon. Di ba ngayon, it seems to be the other way around. Sila na ngayon na naiingit sa'yo na parang
Ano ba yung ginagawa mo? What do you do?
Ayos nakikita mo sila, hindi na sila, they're not the same people you knew when you were in high school or college.
Eh, paano yan? Pag uwi nila sa asawa nila, nag-iiba na yung nag-iiba na yung ugali nila. So, syempre, may tendency yung mga asawa na, ano ba yung mga kaibigan mo? Bakit wala si Pinky?
Oo, hindi, BI.
Jackie, balita ko yung mga married friends mo, yung kanilang mga asawa, nai-imbeho na daw sa'yo.
Why? They said?
Violent reaction from the crowd.
I'm so nice. No, I guess it's because, oh my God, I never knew that.
Ayan na.
Kikwento lang po sa
Apektuhan. Ayan.
Okay pa yun?
Sana ayusin mo ng konting tikwas ng hair mo.
I think it's because suddenly they're like, where are you going? No, Jackie asked me to watch this live band. You know, we're gonna... Then we come home at 3 in the morning because I'm the one who wants to go home. They don't want to go home yet. They're really enjoying it. It's my fault. Then I tell them, Para, it was your wife who didn't want to go home. I wanted to go home already. She's the one.
Deprived.
Not really deprived, just missing a different lifestyle.
Did you ever dream to be the way you are now?
Oh, I thought I would have been married 10 years ago.
Talaga?
I'm the marrying type, believe it or not.
Eh, pero kayo? Did you ever...
I think more or less.
Dream come true ba na you're an independent woman and you've established yourself
Oh, it's so
on your
fulfilling.
own?
It's so
I think
fulfilling.
every woman naman dreams of that.
Kasi there are women who talagang pangarap nilang sila nila sa buhay, mag-walk down the aisle.
And that's good too.
And that's good too.
Been there, done that.
There's nothing wrong
There's
with that. As long as
nothing
that is what makes you happy, okay.
Yes, that's true. But remember, we should not lose our individuality. This is very important. Just because you're married doesn't mean Jelly is now Mrs. Ariel Rivera. No.
It's such as our individuality.
Di pwede yun.
It needs to be.
Pero
Or else, your husband himself will be bored of you and he will look for someone else.
You have got to grow.
But you know that's not wrong, ha? Actually, that is not wrong. Losing your individuality when you're married is not wrong. Kaya lang, hindi naman ikaw ang problema eh.
Anong problema?
Yung isa.
No, I disagree with that. Ako kasi, ang lalaki kasi, or anybody, in my experience, parang I will lose interest in you kung medyo ikaw ay,
Wala ka na
kung ka na.
parang, ano na lang ang sinabi ko, yun na lang ginawa mo. Ano na lang gusto ko yun na ikaw.
But in the first place, minomold ka nila kung anong gusto lang nila.
Yes,
Tapos magreklamo sila
No,
na.
they are very tricky. You have to be very, very watchful.
Exactly.
First, they want you to be a good cook. Then you're cooking all the time, so you smell like bawang, and then they'll complain. Yung asawa ko, amoy bawang. Gusto mo? Gusto mo ba ako magluto? Gusto mo ako talaga?
Ba? Gusto nyo? Ano ba ang nai-enjoy ng isang independent woman na hindi nararanasan ng iba? I guess yung finding yourself. Ako.
Absolutely.
Yung time, kasi parang for me, parang we have so little time left in this world to
That's
make
right.
something for ourselves, to make ourselves happy, make other people happy.
To make a contribution.
Yeah. Kokonti na lang ang oras natin. Tapos, hindi naman sa nasasayang, pero kung hindi mo if you don't get to that point, hindi ka happy, di ba? Hindi parang yung life mo hindi ka pa fulfilled to a certain degree. Sayang naman kung kumbaga ibibigay mo na lang yun sa ibang tao.
So do you believe that if you are not happy alone, you can never be happy with another person?
Exactly.
Definitely.
Agree ka dyan, you're
You have to
genius.
enjoy your own,
Me,
your
what I
company.
really wanted is talagang freedom because me, I just started it. Kaka-graduate ko lang sa teenage life ko, so...
Because you had a boyfriend really young, and then straight.
4 years?
4 years.
Straight, she was very young.
Yeah, and
Serious ka agad.
And he was like 10 years older than me. So,
Yeah, and he had like a dog collar on.
parang somehow na-outgrew ko rin siya.
Yeah.
Pero, hindi ba kayo worried? Because sometimes marami nag-judge eh. Like, independent women who live alone are being judged to be loose.
Wild.
Di ba? Wild. Party na lang every night, wala nang nasa kaso, kundi party. Ewan ko ba bakit di pa mag-asawa yan para manahimik ng buhay? Di ba? May ganyan.
Ingit lang sila.
Oh yeah, sobrang cheesy, especially because most of my friends, ever since I was kid, I normally hang out with the boys. So lahat ng kaibigan ko, lahat lalaki talaga. So kakabreak ko dun sa boyfriend ko. So I tend to go out with different kinds of groups na sa mga friends ko. So almost every day, iba yung kasama ko mag-dinner, iba kasama ko mag-kape, iba kasama ko gumimik.
Naisip nga, sino ba talaga dinidate mo na naman ngayon, Georgina? Tapos
Hilong-hilo sila sa'yo.
Hilong-hilo sila sa akin.
Bakit ba?
Tapos tinatawag mo na akong player na ngayon. Like, oh, okay, I just mind my own business now.
Me, also loose and lesbian. Ay, lesbian! Ano na yun? So, in contrary, I hang out with a lot of my small, close girlfriends, and I'm Spanish, I'm very touchy. And sometimes I'm misunderstood, and I have a little muscle, and I'm flat-chested. And so, so sometimes they tend to think na I'm loose and sometimes.
Ay, naku po, sa pagbabalik namin, kaya ba sila independent dahil mga lesbians o loose sila?
Do you also believe na ang independent women daw sometimes find it harder to love, to find somebody to love? Amen to that. What you deserve. Alam mo na kung ano yung nararapat sa'yo. Sell yourself short na. Marami ka na nadaanan na, alam mo, hindi karapat-dapat yun. Alam mo, marang karapatan si ganyan. Di ba? Di ba the reason na, kumbaga, we grow up is that we learn from these mistakes. Di ba?
Sisters, we are sisters. We are sisters.
Ngayon naman po, ito, mas mahaba ang pag-uusapan namin ang tungkol sa mga lalaki. Ayaw! Exciting! Comparing, no? You just broke up? You're with somebody? I'm with someone. I'm alone by choice. Unattached by choice.
I'm happily single.
Okay. Single. That's what you call single blessedness.
Yes.
Diba?
Si Pinky, siya lang ang merong Diyos ko. Siya lang ang may sabi today. Kamusta naman ang love life natin?
Very
dyan?
happy. Very, very happy.
How long
You live together or hindi rin?
At the moment, yes, because yung unit ko hindi pa gawa.
Justify ba?
Hindi kasi yung unit ko yun. Kung kami na talaga, di ba, dapat we should be looking for a place together. Pero hindi, pinili ko talaga na I want this place
To
on my
retain your
own.
place,
Yes.
yeah.
Still pa rin, still.
Oo, hindi talaga.
Territory.
Oo.
Kumbaga sa parang
It's my
pinapaalala mo
only,
lang.
hindi, it's my only, parang assurance, it's my only insurance to
That's right.
myself.
How do you balance that?
Insurance and assurance na kung hindi kayo...
Kung may mangyari,
Okay pa rin
diba?
ako.
How do you balance you're being independent and you're having a boyfriend? Kasi ang
Emotional
gulo pag lalaki eh. Ang gulo pag may lalaki na sa eksena eh.
Hindi ngayon, swerte kasi mabait. At saka,
Malawak ang kanyang pag-iisip. gano'n.
siguro, totoo, kasi hindi naman siya lumaki dito. Not meaning to say na yung mga lalaki lumaki dito, hindi malalawak ang isip.
Pero,
Pero,
let's face it, iba yung lumaki doon.
umamin eh.
Umamin! I'm married somebody
Who grew up there.
who grew up there.
Pero I give him credit because it's hard to be with someone as strong-willed and as opinionated as a Pinky Amador.
Aray ko.
It
takes a lot of
Baka pakasalan ka na, darling.
ano,
Talaga to.
mama talaga.
macho talaga siya, man talaga.
He's a real man.
Exactly.
Tsaka di ba pwede, yun nga, pwede talaga maging independent kahit na may asawa ka pa, kahit may boyfriend ka, kahit divorced ka, kahit
Of a different degree,
separated.
absolutely.
It's still possible.
The
Paklong
minute-
natin. Mahirap nga lang.
Yes.
The problem would be if you become codependent, God forbid. Because then you clingy, you're like a kulangot anyway in your you like to just stick to him. Everything, you're nothing. And apparently that will turn him off. Who likes kulangot? No one.
Yeah. Buti na lang I stopped being...
Am I making
Okay.
Go, girl!
Janice is officially not a kulangot!
Nakaka-hate you raw kasi sasabihin kayo, nasayang ka. Kasi totoo yun, di ba? After a while, if you've been single for such a long time, yung, okay, nagka-boyfriend.
Sayang ang lahi mo, di ba?
Nagka-boyfriend, hindi pa rin nagkatuluyan. So,
Masayang
na
naman.
bata ito.
Masayang naman if you end up with the wrong guy just for the
Yun
heck
ang
of it,
masaya.
di ba? Yun ang
Kasi
masaya.
miserable ang buhay mo, buhay nyo, buhay ng mga anak nyo.
Kasi parang mas okay may kasama ka because gusto mo kasama, hindi yung dahil takot ka lang mag-isa, di ba? Yun ang maganda mong sinabi. Di ba? Gusto mo English version?
Alam mo, feeling ko, it's more, for a lot of women, it's not really the fear of being alone or surviving alone eh. What is it? It's the fear of the word alone. Kasi once you're faced with something like that, you deal with it eh. Wala kang choice.
Kailangan
You
naman
deal with
nandiyan
it eh.
ka.
It's actually the fear of freedom because you don't know yourself enough and you wouldn't know what to do with yourself.
Oh, yun. That's right.
I think that's what it
I think
is.
that's what it is.
If you really think about it.
On a spiritual level, it brings you closer to to the Lord. Kasi you're all alone, parang Lord, watch over me na lang. Kasi talagang ikaw lang, it's just you and
Watch
him.
over me, guys.
Let's face it, we're brainstormed ever since we're children na parang the role of a woman is to
Absolutely.
bear children.
Exactly. And
Parang
to
yun
be
lang ang role mo
submissive
sa
to their
buhay.
husbands.
And I'm not saying that that is a bad role
Yes.
at all.
Oh, that
Kaya
is a
lang,
great
At
role.
this day and age, hindi lahat nangyayari ka.
It's not the end all and be all.
Maganda, di ba? Magandang nangyayaring gano'n.
If we never bear children and we never
not a
get
complete
married,
woman.
please don't say we're sayang because I'm sure we can be as productive and as helpful
And
to society.
reproductive.
We can't nga, wala nga asawa eh.
Actually, I have kids. I have kids.
Exactly. What kind of man will make you give up your freedom?
He hasn't been born.
He does
The
not
man who will not
exist.
take my freedom away.
Yeah.
That's the type of man.
Ang ganda-ganda nun. Exactly.
Pakiulit.
Quotable quote.
The man I want, she said, the man that
kind
will
of
make
man?
me give up
Your
my
freedom?
I want a man who will not take away
Will
my
never
freedom.
take it
That's
away.
the man I want. That's the man I want. Are you out
Exactly.
there?
Are you watching?
Are you watching, sweetie?
So paano yan? Do you think men will be intimidated by your strength?
Very
will be.
We're not that strong naman. It scares them. They're independent.
Totoo yan.
Lalo na
confidence,
lalo
it
na
scares
Filipino
them.
men, no?
Why?
In general.
Why do you think it scares them?
Kasi parang you'll overpower them easily with the nature of our job.
My God, we're so nice. We never overpower
There's
our
even
men.
times,
On
di
the
ba,
contrary.
when you meet, as what they call boys, sometimes,
What they
minsan
call
ako
boys?
nag-initiate na, niyayain sila lumabas o mag-coffee for whatever, kasi they would never ask you out.
That's true.
Sometimes
Ask
you may
mo na lang,
call they're
parang-
clueless, pero hindi, talagang nakikita mo na parang nahihiya sila sa'yo.
Intimidate.
When it shouldn't be that way. So that's why somehow we have to initiate things.
Para you give them the opportunity to get to know you.
But then they don't like that because they lose the challenge. I don't know. I'm so confused.
Well,
Sometimes
then
double
you should
standard
make
nga
it
sila,
a
di ba?
challenge.
They're not. They're wimps.
Episode ata yun.
So bigla mag-aatrasa natin yung mga tinawag mo kanina.
Wala na.
I just can't
Kalimutan niyo na ang
see.
cellphone number niya. Tanggalin niyo na sa charge niya. Tanggalin niyo yung charge niya.
Actually, we're strong from the outside, but we're actually very giving. I have to admit.
Yeah.
I'm also a pussycat somewhere in there.
No, men think they know us. They only think that.
Yeah. They wish they knew.
I mean, God kill me if I have a spine. That's a good thing. You know, that you have a backbone, that you have opinions. That's great.
Some men
I
don't
will
even
teach
have
my-
balls, no?
Yeah, they don't have
Forever.
it. Some are all
Let's have it physically.
Ano, the apron strings of their mother, di ba? Mga mama's boy.
Kasi
Naku,
kinala
baka
ka
nanonood
natin
yung
yun
isang
eh.
ex
You
ko.
can't avoid it also, di ba?
Ito,
Filipino women really tend to baby their men.
it's not fun naman eh. Kaya lang, yung process,
But-
minsan you lose yourself.
Yun na nga. And then kawawa din yung babae makikilala nila.
Bakit parang kawawa ako dito?
Nagka-episode din akong ganyan, Janice. Don't worry.
One thing that every independent woman should know about men. What women should know about men. Yung one thing na kailangan we should know about men. That will help us through all our relationships.
Okay, I will say one thing which I've learned through the years. When a man says, I love you, okay, he wants to have sex with you. Now, this is what I've learned. Is that, so you have to take time. Because you want to make sure it's not just that. Because it's normally that, baby. You know what I'm saying?
It looks like you know what you're saying.
I'm serious.
seems
They will
like
say,
it.
I love you at that moment because they want to have sex with you. And I want to tell the women out there this. So don't get super kilig if he says, I love you right away. Check him out. Make sure.
Feel the water! Oh, dali yan, ikaw.
Ano na nga ba? Ang dami kasi kung naan sa men. Dapat ibang episode yun, no? Don't let them run your life. Ganun.
That's right.
Yeah.
And they're not, mga deceiving talaga yung mga men. They only want one thing talaga.
Siguro with Filipino men, na notice ko, they hate, ayaw na yung feeling nila na nakokontrol ko sila, gano'n. So dapat, you have to give them the muscle control.
The feeling.
The feeling of being in control.
Don't teach them that,
Kahit-
Pinky.
Pero di ba, para to the women, I'm not talking to the men.
Oh, good.
Okay. Hindi mo naman yung sinasabi mo.
Georgina, ikaw.
Me, man, I just broke out. No, I mean,
happy. I mean, we're okay, we're friends, pero the thing that I've learned, kasi ako, nawalan ako ng disposition nun sa for almost 4 years, as what everybody's telling me. Kasi, I mean, I dumped my friends, I dumped everybody, kinalimutan ko lahat.
You all have to go through that para matuto
But now I'm back.
Back on
I
the
can
bed.
say,
In short, don't lose yourself.
Can I speak for us women that I think that there is fulfillment beyond men. There is. And you know what, me?
Do not look to men for your happiness.
So you enrich your soul on your own.
Exactly.
And then you find the men. They will even come to you. You will not coming to me right now.
Eventually, they will.
Eventually, they will.
Lalo pa nila talagang maging single forever. Tutok lang kayo dyan, mga sis. Why do you think it scares them?
sometimes, minsan ako nag-initiate na, hihihain sila lumabas o mag-coffee for whatever, kasi they would never ask you out.
That's true.
Sometimes you may call they're clueless, pero hindi, talagang nakikita mo na parang nahihiya sila sa'yo. When it shouldn't be that way.
We are sisters. We are sisters. We are sisters.
Ano kaya pinaasam-asam ng ating mga guests na independent women? Let's start with Dolly.
Anong inaasam-asam?
Inaasam-asam.
At this point, there's nothing that I can ask for. Siguro a husband, pero not really a priority. I've been married once, so it's better to be alone. Loner,
Oh, what I would
Better off alone, as the song goes.
Oh my God. Well, I would love to be married someday. Believe it or not.
It doesn't, parang hindi ka naging jaded because after all these
Absolutely not. No. But if not, I'm also content right now too.
Miss Pinky?
Just one, a big fat boy.
Okay.
A big fat boy.
Marriage plans, pinag-uusapan pa lang, pero preparing pa siguro for that.
But you're ready.
Preparing pa lang eh.
No, emotionally. Emotionally, I mean.
Oo naman. But emotions is the easiest part. Actually.
Really?
Oo naman. Yun na yung pinakamadali doon, yung mga iba pa.
Paano yung giving up your independence? Kasi you will still be independent.
But now,
Issue yun kasi hindi pa na alam kung saan kami titira.
Kung hindi
hindi. Kung dito sa Pilipinas,
Kaya
hindi.
nga.
So kung hindi nga sa Pilipinas, kunyari, sa ibang bansa, anong gagawin ko doon?
Ayun na nga.
international star.
Hindi, wala.
Like Pinky, you would have to quit your career.
That's part of the preparation.
Correct.
Of the issue.
Yan. Kaya kailangan mga issue na yan, kailangan medyo
Marasolve muna. Marasolve muna yan.
More work and more boys to come.
Yes! Girl,
Do you feel growing old alone? Pardon me?
growing old alone?
If I fear?
Yes.
Kasi di ba parang good for you.
Parang,
Me, I
paano? What if?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen, but what if?
Well, me, I fear that, to be honest. Kasi if you don't have children, which, medyo alanganin na ako, no? No children, no husband, you're really alone because your parents are a lot older. I'm the eldest girl.
That's right.
So I'm just praying to God, if He's meant for me to be alone, just to take me before I lose control of my bowels. No, at least I don't burden anybody. Diba? Kasi nakakahiya na, diba?
At saka ikaw na naman nahihirapan eh.
That's why. So I said, God, if you want me to be alone, before I lose control of my bowels, let me check out.
Kanina ko lang, what's with you, girl?
I'm just being honest.
It's a Jackie. Totoo ba? Is it true that you get frustrated with the way the industry treats matured actresses? Is that true? Ikaw rin.
No, it's a global problem. When
I think
aging actresses get very little work as compared to aging actors, men actors.
No, I think that can also be a problem dito sa Pilipinas kasi dito ang mga bida babae, konti lang talaga pinagbibigyan. But mostly yung sa mga storyline, unlike sa mga ibang bansa, like you have people like Sigourney Weaver, nasa Alien 3, ilang taon na siya.
Meryl Streep.
But they've been having It's only now because they are forming their own production companies. They are directing their women themselves, writing stories.
But ever since, older women actresses abroad have still had a longer lifespan.
As
Dito
compared
hindi
to
ganun
here.
kahaba.
Parang pag matanda ka na, parang maski magaling ka, parang hindi ka na maganda eh. But with men, as they seem to age and they become more of a novelty. Eddie Garcia, Fernando Poju.
Alam mo na sa rocking chair na tayo.
Ay, na, yun yung question eh.
Oo nga naman, yun naman ang
Our
question ko.
spirit never grows old, yun.
That's true.
Talagang zest for life.
Zest for life.
Eto, do you judge old men who go out with very young ladies?
If they're married,
Yeah.
if they're not married, go by all means.
If you're happy, you
How about
enjoy yourself.
Older women going out with younger men.
I'm guilty of that.
We're all guilty of that.
We're guilty of that.
Pedophile.
I like younger men.
And that was a smile. That was a real smile.
They're more adventurous.
Yeah.
They're more
It was
adventurous.
fun, yeah.
And I'm an adventurous person by nature.
How young do you go?
Well, you know, not where I can go to jail or
Tsaka parang you look young also, di ba?
They make you look young.
Ganun lang.
I'm childish kasi by nature.
Childlike, playful.
Actually, feeling ko may limit yung young age na yun ng lalaki. Kasi mababore ka naman sa masyadong
Oh yeah, you need a little bit of wit, you know.
Oo, di ba? Kailangan medyo you can talk to him naman.
May intellectual intercourse.
Correct. So how do you prepare for the future?
I leave it all to God.
I live it by the day.
You live it by the
And by the day. I make the
No
most
day
out
but
of
today, di ba? Yung sa
my
line
day.
sa rent.
Try to be as productive and as positive as possible per day.
I think I'm a little more careful now. Not as carefree as before. A little more careful.
Why?
Yeah.
Kasi ano na kailangan na kasi parang feeling ko, ang dami ko na nagawa, kung saan ako nakarating, ganun. So parang time na ngayon na, teka, pag-isip-isip, hindi na ako ganun kabata, pag-isip-isip ko na yung future, yung sarili ko naman, yung, in other words, try to invest a little more in myself rather than just enjoying or discovering other things. Konting ingat din naman. Kailangan lang.
Yes.
Me, I'll just enjoy whatever comes my way. Why not? Diba?
Okay, advice to
Happy DM.
women na nagbabalak maging independent.
Wow, kung hindi pa rin kayo independent, ako.
Try it, you'll love it.
Siguro it's very hard to start. Very hard to start kung ang kinalakihan mo, yung
Codependent.
yung family, yung unit mo talagang talagang you're in each other's face. Oo, gano'n. May positive, may negative. Mahirap din siguro if you're in a relationship na stifling, na naka-dog collar ka. But if that's what really makes you happy, lalabas at lalabas din yun eh. So, wala ka rin choice. You will end up being independent whether you like it or not.
Like the quotation, yung every expert was once a beginner. So, umpisa lang yun, but after a while.
So, umpisa mga nganay ka talaga. Then,
It's like anything in life naman, di ba?
Oo. Ito, of course, na-form ng opinion ng mga ibang nanonood na tayo ay mga manhi. Tayo din.
Oh my God!
Man-hater ba kayo? Man-hater ba ang independent women?
No!
Not at all.
I love men!
Ano ito nalaglagay sa lamin ko sa'yo? Kaya na aga-aga.
Correct. Ay, the kids are watching.
They definitely
Umaga pa ikaw.
Sa eskwela sila, okay lang yun.
Oo, sige. Bakit na-tape?
Eto
Hindi
na.
ko kami man-hater.
So kayo ay mga self-confessed independent women. Tama ba yan?
Tama ba yan?
Yes.
The Chinese Angels team.
Oo.
Diba?
So,
Bali.
united tayo dyan.
Yes.
Okay, so ngayon, we will have an oath-taking.
Aba naman.
Declaration of Independence.
Kasama mo ba dyan?
Independent.
Kayo lang, no? Kung ako nga magbabasa para sa inyo eh.
Ano ba na
Alam nyo, independent ako. In my own way. Hindi lang...
She has her individuality.
It doesn't mean just because you're married, you're not independent.
Exactly. Okay? So, tayo po tayong lahat at itaas ang kanang kamay. And repeat after me.
Ay, sorry.
Kasi ang aking sasabihin. Ako. Sabihin ang pangalan. Ay taus-pusong nanunumpa. Na itataguyod ko. Ang mga adhikain. Ng isang malayang babae. Sisikapin kong tumayo. Sa aking sariling mga paa. Paninindigan ko. Ang aking mga desisyon. At buong tapang kong haharapin. Ang lahat ng unos sa aking buhay. Kung ako'y madadapa.
babangon.
Muli akong babangon.
At handa akong aagapay.
At handa akong aagapay.
Sa kapwa ko malaya.
Sa kapwa ko malaya.
Nadadaan sa pagsubok.
Nadadaan sa pagsubok.
Kung dumating man ang taong karapat-dapat na paglaanan.
Kung dumating man ang taong karapat-dapat na paglaanan.
Ng aking kasarinlan.
Ng aking kasarinlan.
Sumusumpa akong. Iibig ng tapat.
Iibig ng tapat.
Buong tapang.
Buong tapang.
Matalino.
Matalino.
At buong laya.
At buong laya.
Go, independent women!
You go, girl. Go, girl.
Okay. Ibibigay ko lang sa inyo. Yan, sapagkat kayo ay
Oh, makaisipin lesbian ka.
Hayaan mo na.
So, not only met with this
Correct.
Okay, habang ini-enjoy namin ang aming pagkukuntuhan tungkol sa pagiging independent women, join the club. Babalik kami. Don't go away. So,
I like younger men. They're more adventurous. And I'm an adventurous person by nature.
How young do you go?
Well, you know, not where I can go to jail.
Na-inspire ako sa mga guests natin. I think enjoy rin ako talaga.
Enjoy ako sa kanila. Parang talagang sigurado na even if you're married, even if you're not, even if you're still with your parents, you can still be an independent woman.
Believe nga ako sa'yo because you have retained that independence. And I suppose kasi Ariel has allowed you to have that independence.
And I thank him for that.
Oo naman. Pero dun ho, women, do not despair. Women can survive without men. But let's not discriminate naman. Huwag naman tayong magalit sa mga bachelor, huwag naman tayong magalit sa mga macho, huwag ho tayong magalit sa lalaki, hindi naman ho ganun.
Hindi mo ibig sabihin kung bachelor ka macho ka na,
O yung
independent woman ka
man-hater ka. Hindi
man-hater
po
ka.
ganun yun, hindi po ganun. Because it all boils down to respecting each other.
That's right. Pero kahit independent ka naman, you cannot totally be alone din. Kailangan meron kayong friends, may family, like that.
Oo, someone na laging nandyan, parang kayo, lagi kayo nandyan for us. Diba? At kami, laging nandyan para sa inyo.
And speaking of laging nandyan, nais namin pasalamatan ang mga sponsors namin na laging
nandyan! Human!
FNH,
Bambi Fuentes,
Salon de Manila,
Chloe for our eyewear,
available at Optical Works, and
Adidas,
Janlin.
Wellness Center.
Oo.
Correct. At magkita-kita po tayo uli everyday tuwing umaga 10:30 to 11:30 dito lang sa GMA sa SiS. Bye!
Mga sis, the Philippine National Red Cross will sponsor a mass blood donation on October 2 sa Quezon City Hall lobby from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Sa konting dugo, maraming buhay ang matutulungan nyo.
SiS would like to thank Bambi Fuentes for our hair and makeup, Mosimo, FNH Folded and Hung, Wayless Center, Adidas, Chloe for our eyewear, Optical Works, BR Chua Enterprises, 680 Home Appliances, Durastar, La Germania, Human for my clothes, Salon de Manila, Janelin Shoes, Under the Sea Pet Shop, Urban Effects, Restoration, and Union Square.
Ayun, syempre, kahit papano, meron din sa mga married friends, may konting inggit. Kasi parang, you get to do what you want. Hindi kayo kailangan magpaalam.
Actually, baliktad na. Before, it used to be na, ikaw yung, you're not married, out ka dyan. Lahat sila may anak na, may sarili ng bahay. Ito na, ang mga pinag-usapan, appliances na. Ikaw,
Anak,
mag-aaral, out ka doon. Di ba ngayon, it seems to be the other way around. Sila na ngayon na naiingit sa'yo na parang
Ano ba yung ginagawa mo? What do you do?
Ayos, nakikita mo sila, hindi na sila, they're not the same people you knew when you were in high school or college.
Paano yan? Pag uwi nila sa asawa nila, nag-iiba na rin. Nag-iiba na yung ugali nila. So, syempre, may tendency yung mga asawa na, ano ba yung mga kaibigan mo? Pag yung mga kaibigan mo? Oo, hindi. Jackie, balita ako yung mga married friends mo, yung kanilang mga asawa, nag-i-invent na daw sa'yo.
Why? They said?